Okay, Rose, I was just minding my own business. I was just going through some of my old markers that I've had for not too long and haven't used too much, and I came across these hashtag coloring markers that I've had for a while, and look at what I found. It's so disgusting. Oh, let me show them. Whoa, Jennifer, that's a lot of drama. Now, that's okay because those markers really are disgusting, but I contacted the company and they are not toxic, and that is why I didn't publish this video right away. We waited a little bit to hear from the company, and they did respond. They even sent me some replacement markers, so hang in there. At the end of this very dramatic 2 minutes that we're going to spend with past Jennifer, I'm going to show you the new markers that we got and let you know what the company said about that strange growth, non-toxic strange growth that is happening on those markers. So let's go back to past Jennifer, let her have her dramatic moment, and then we'll get back to what the company said. So have fun with dramatic Jennifer. Bye-bye, you guys. Let me show him. Let me show him. Ew! What is happening to my marker? Oh, that's so disgusting. Okay, we gotta see if it's the only one. Oh, okay. Let's pour him out of here. Okay, I bought these at Hobby Lobby a little over a year ago. They were $12 for the pack, and I got them with my coupons, so you do the math and you can figure out how much these were a marker. Not super cheap. They should not be doing weird, disgusting things. Okay, this green one is okay. We'll put it over here. Let's see if this one's okay. Oh, this one's doing it too. Okay, look at the tiny little bullet end. It's like there's some sort of weird growth. What is going on? Ah! Ew! Can you see that? What is going on? Oh, it's so disgusting. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, this one's okay. Everyone, but I wouldn't dare even. Ew! Is it just this brand? Ew! And it's falling out. It's like, ew! Ew, Rosie! Ew, 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 ew. It's all like crusty, like nasty, like something you'd see on the tundra of Yellowstone, you know, that stuff they would say, don't let your children play near it because it will kill them. That's what it looks like. I don't even want to smell it. Does it draw? Ew, it's like, ew, no, it's something you'd find inside a newborn baby's diaper. That's what it is. It's disgusting. Oh, okay. Have you seen this before? Ew. Okay, these are just going to be boxed up with a warning label put on them. Please comment below. Let me know if you've seen this toxic effect happen to your alcohol markers. I am so grossed out right now. Ew. Like this if you're as disgusted as I am. I'm sorry you had to see that, Rose. Ugh. Woo, we survived dramatic Jennifer. Okay, now I think Rose wants to get down because she is done with the drama and we are ready to do a little art science and talk about what's really going on with those markers. So here you go, Steve. Here's Rose. Okay, so after all that drama, Steve convinced me to give the company another try. I did contact them a couple times. It did take a little time to get a hold of them because it's a little tricky to get a hold of them. Once I finally did get through to the right people, they did take good care of me, and they did send this brand new package of markers, which I haven't opened and tried yet. They sent this package of markers without any explanation about that strange growth that we were seeing on the tips, and so I was a little discouraged and disappointed about that. Sent another email and said, thanks for the markers, but you still didn't tell me what that strange stuff was, and I really want to tell my followers if it's toxic, should they be worried or not. Still didn't hear back from them. Then I was watching a video by Ray Dizzle. I'll put a link to her video here in the description of this video, and notice that she had had this same set that she just recently purchased, and it had the same issue. So I decided enough is enough. I'm sending one more email to Art Alternatives, ask them one more time, please tell us if this is a problem or not, because I'm not the only one with a set of markers having this issue. And hooray, I finally got an email back from Art Alternatives. Finally got through to the right person. His name is Edgar. Thank you so much, Edgar, for replying, because I can now tell all of you it is not toxic. Phew, we don't have to worry about it being mold or anything. So I feel so much better about that. What it is a desalinization process that's happening in the ink. So basically it's a buildup of salt, and they are aware of it and they have fixed the problem. So don't buy the packages that look like this. Sorry, I did put a big thing that says yuck across it. Let me take that off so you can see what packages to avoid. Don't even buy it on clearance, not even worth $1, because you'll probably have this happen to it. This is what the packaging looks like. Don't even buy these packages is my recommendation, because the formula inside the ink does have a problem. Don't even buy them. This is the packaging you want to look for. The other thing they said they've done with this packaging, these particular markers, is they've improved the tips of the markers. So we're going to get inside, we're going to get brave and open these ones up again, compare tips, and talk a little bit about what they've done. So let's change camera views and take a peek. So here is the actual email. Blah, blah, blah. If you want to pause and read it, you can. Basically what he said is that these are made to be an alternative, art alternative, to like a Copic type brand. So they aren't trying to make a brush tip that is exactly like a Copic marker. Copic markers, they say, have a rubber nib. These are a fiber nib, so they're not expecting these nibs to last forever. They will break down over time, but you know, if you're purchasing these markers at a lower price point, you're not expecting them to last forever. At least I'm not. Now here is where they're talking about that issue that looks like it's a growth or something strange happening to the ink. It says, let's see, correction, in the desalinization process in the ink, the growth that you've noticed on the markers is not mold or fungus. It is in fact salt that is crystallizing on the end of the marker. We have updated the formulation of our ink to stop that from happening. Woohoo! Updated fiber nib formulation in order to create the fiber nib. That's that nib I was just talking about, their nice brush nib. Of various in order to create the fiber nib, we use a formulation of various resins to allow for it to have a longer lifespan while maintaining flexibility. While our nibs will not be as durable as a rubber nib, we have made significant enhancements. That's cool. In order to give the fiber nib a much longer lifespan than the initial delivery of makers. Markers? Makers? I'm not sure. Anyway, he just wanted to make sure that we knew that, so that when I did this follow-up video, I could give you the accurate information about their new product. So let's open it up and see if there is a big difference here. So first off, you're getting 6 markers now instead of 5. Maybe I could have Steve check for me how much these are retailing for now. I'm not even sure what stores we can get them at. And it's not going under the name #coloring anymore. They're called Art Alternatives. Alcohol-based ink brush and chisel tip. So that's good. Easy flowing, vibrant ink, dual nibs for easy fill, in and precision. Okay, so let's just grab one. This looks like a skin tone set, which will be really nice for me to experiment with. I'll grab this one here. And the body looks identical to the body used in the #coloring line. As you can see right here, identical bodies, just different names here, Art Alternatives and #coloring. So the Art Alternatives one says it has the brush tip on this end and chisel tip over here. This one was a brush tip and a fine point for the #coloring. So brush tip on this end, yay, no strange growth so far. Or, sorry, no desalinization. And on this end, is a nice big chisel tip. And I'll grab a Copic marker here and we'll compare the size at least to the Copics. So you can see a size comparison. Here is Copic versus Art Alternatives in sizes. Chisel tip versus the brush tip sizes. Very similar brush tip size. Okay, so we got 6 markers here. That feels nice. These tips are going to need a little breaking in. They feel quite rigid right now. Let me zoom down so you can watch the first few strokes here. The caps stack, so that's good, but they're a little loose. I don't know if they would stay on. And it looks like there's no color names on the body of the marker. That's a pretty rigid brush tip. I would hope it would get a little bit more flexible with use. Pretty colors. Okay, so those are the 6 art alternative markers, and just to give you a comparison also, here's the Copic Ciaos. You get 6 in their portrait set too, and it seems like a very similar color set, like they've just basically copied the same colors that you get in the Copic set. Let me swatch the Copic Ciao set out and see if they are the same colors. So the Copic Ciao colors are a little different, as you can see, from what they give you in the art alternatives, just for reference. But the Copic Ciao brush tip is way more flexible. Now the tips in the Ciaos are the same tips that they provide in the sketch, if you were wondering, the Copic sketch. So these tips are quite rigid right now. Sometimes these fiber type marker tips do get more flexible the more you use them. So that would be, as I use them, we'll have to see if they work into a more flexible tip like you get with the sketch markers and the Ciao markers.
I can't find where to buy them online. Are they brand new?
Check Hobby Lobby. Did you check Hobby Lobby?
I did, and I couldn't find them there. I went to their website. They don't have a link to buy them on the website, but they did say that the retail is $18 for those 6.
Whoa, that's pretty pricey. How much for this set of Copic Ciao? Would you mind checking that? Steve is doing us some good help over there. Okay, so I am curious to see how similar the tips are to the old hashtag coloring. So I know there were a couple in this set of 5 that didn't have the desalinization going on. That's not one of them. Ew. Okay, I'm going to try not to be as dramatic as I was in the other segment. Okay, this one isn't having that desalinization, so I would like to compare the tips on this one to the new Art Alternatives one. This one is much more flexible. Oh, wow. Way more flexible. So they've probably gone to a more rigid tip to help them not break down as fast. I'm going to zoom in so you can see that. How flexible that tip is. But yeah, I could even see right here how easily that tip would crush and fall apart without much coloring. Let's see size-wise if they're about the same. Yep, size-wise they're about the same, but this tip is way more rigid, which may or may not be a good thing. Like, oh wow, see the difference in the stroke you can achieve? That's very different experience, but if they were having issues with these tips just totally crushing and not standing up to the test of coloring. Yeah, see how this tip is just dying? It's just totally falling apart. Yeah, that tip is almost almost totally crushed now. So yeah, I can see why they have yeah, look at that tip. Wow.
Copic Ciaos are around $30 for 6.
For the, oh wow, so this is a $18.99 you said for these? For
$17.99, yeah, is what they're saying. But again, I couldn't find anywhere to buy them.
Yeah.
So I suspect they'll probably be a little less than that.
Versus about $30 for these?
Yeah.
Yeah, so quite a bit less expensive than these, but these tips are, of course, made totally different. This is a rubber tip versus a fiber tip. So, okay. Now we know. So the strange growth is a desalinization. This new product, which we can't find where you can purchase them yet, maybe if you've seen them in a store, please let us know, comment below. This new product shouldn't have that same desalinization problem according to the manufacturer, so that's good news. And hopefully the new tips should be a better quality than the hashtag coloring, which please do not purchase. It's not, in my opinion, even worth $1 worth of your money. So avoid these. Watch for these, because I think this might be worth our money, especially with a coupon if you can purchase them at Hobby Lobby. Thanks again to Art Alternatives for educating us. If you ever find any other markers that have that desalinization, now you know what it is. I'm so glad I can help you with that information. We don't have to be worried about any toxicity or a mold problem. We know what it is now. So thank you again so much for that information, Art Alternatives. I really am appreciative of it. I've seen other YouTubers having this problem on other brands of markers, so I love giving you guys some information on this kind of art product. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the drama and the fun of this video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, colorful, blissful day. Bye-bye, everybody.